Slopestyle rules! It has to be one of the raddest mountain bike disciplines. Performing the wildest tricks on the gnarliest features, pro riders are cheered on by thousands of adoring fans. But what is needed from the bike in order to perform these feats of aerial daredevilry? Well, you've come to the right place to find out. I'm Will from MB UK and I'm going to show you what makes a great slopestyle rig by looking at 5 of the best slopestyle bikes that money can buy. But let's rewind. First, what is slopestyle? The term slopestyle comes from snowboarding, where freestyle boarders would pull their best aerials on various obstacles found on the snow-covered mountain piste. Mountain bikers copied this by taking technical BMX and dirt jump tricks and performing them over man-made obstacles. Features like ladder drops, satellite dishes, log drops, huge jumps and quarter pipes make up the course. Slopestyle is not about speed, but is judged by a panel of experts on 5 criteria: degree of difficulty, variety of tricks, execution, progression and amplitude. The judges' scores are combined to make a total score out of 100, with the highest score winning. The world's top slopestyle rider is Emil Johansson, who recently took the crown of the greatest of all time, the GOAT, from Brandon Semenuk after winning his 12th Crankworx World Tour gold medal. What are the bikes like? Slopestyle bikes have short travel suspension forks on the front and short travel or no suspension on the rear. This means that the bikes can be predictable on takeoffs but have some suspension to take the sting out of hard landings. Bikes are short and steep with narrow, tall handlebars to make flip and spin tricks manageable. They should be light so that the tricks can be done faster and with less effort, but the bikes also need to be strong to handle the huge jumps and drops found on a slopestyle course. They use 26-inch wheels, as smaller wheels minimise gyroscopic forces, which could slow down rotational tricks, and mean that the wheels are tucked out of the way when riders are throwing tricks like tail whips. Most riders run a gyro to help with bar spins and tail whips, although some run a really long brake hose and loop it around the steerer tube. No gears are needed for slopestyle, so a single speed setup is required, keeping the weight down, and there's no cables or mech to get snagged during aerial manoeuvres. So that's what it takes to make a great slopestyle bike. Let's have a look at 5 of the best. At number 5, it's the Specialized P-Slope. One of my favourite slopestyle bikes ever, this full suspension bike has everything you need to crush the most technical course. The P-Slope has been around since 2013 with minimal changes, but if it ain't broke, why fix it? The P-Slope is a full suspension design, but with just 85mm of travel, it makes sure that the rider gets the maximum pump from landings and pop from takeoffs, whilst offering just enough movement to take the sting out of hard landings. It's designed to be paired with a 100mm or 4-inch travel fork up front. It uses a concentric pivot with bearings rotating around the outside of the bottom bracket shell, which means you can run a single speed setup without the need for a chain tensioner, as there's zero chain growth throughout the rear wheel travel. The suspension linkage is designed around a very low leverage ratio of just 2:1, meaning that the damper has less work to do and riders don't need to run massive pressures in the air shock to prevent the bike bottoming out. Interestingly, the P-Slope uses a BB30 bottom bracket instead of a threaded BB like most other slopestyle bikes. However, Specialized offers sleeves to convert it to run a traditional threaded BB, and the original version even included sleeves for an old school American style BMX bottom bracket. The P-Slope is only available in one size with a compact 22.5-inch top tube. The steep head angle and short top tube mean that handling is super sharp and the bike is kept compact for spinning and flip tricks. The super short chainstays keep the back end flickable and make it easy to pop this bike into a manual. The P-Slope has some really clever features like sliding 135mm wide dropouts with integrated disc mount. This allows the chain tension to be adjusted independently from brake adjustment. This helps keep everything working in harmony and simplifies swapping the rear wheel considerably. In my opinion, it's one of the nicest looking full suspension slopestyle bikes that you can buy, and bonus points to anyone with the Darren Behr cloth 10 years with Specialized anniversary paint job from 2014. Snazzy. RRP was $2,500 in 2020, but we can't find a 2023 edition of the P-Slope. So has your chance to own one gone forever? At number 4, it's the NS Decade. Pro rider David Godziak uses this bike to perform some of the best slopestyle runs ever seen. To minimise weight, it's a hardtail with no rear suspension and is built with custom butted aluminium tubing. NS claim it weighs just 2.15 kilos. The The Decade features a tapered head tube and the geometry is designed to work best with a 100mm travel fork. The 381mm chainstays keep everything super tight in the rear end, giving riders extra space to perform tricks like tail whips and making it easy to manual. It's a single speed with horizontal dropouts, but an optional derailleur hanger is available separately. One cool feature of the Decade is the removable gyro tabs, keeping the frame clean and without protrusions if you want to wrap your brake hose around the steerer, but allowing riders to use a cable or hydraulic gyro for infinite bar spins. The tabs are affixed and removed with just one Allen key bolt per side. Neat. It's available as a frame only for $429 or 319 British pounds. Could be a great basis for a custom build. At number 3, it's Commencal Absolut. As ridden by pro slopestyle rider Paul Couder, this is one of the smartest looking slopestyle hardtails you can buy. The Commencal Absolut is allegedly even lighter than the NS Decade, Commencal claiming the weight at just 1.9 kilos. Cabling is internally routed, so it looks super clean and there are no guides to snag your clothing on when doing tricks. Maximum disc rotor size on the rear is 160mm, so that'll keep the brake tucked out of the way. The rear dropouts are horizontal for a single speed only setup and they're super minimal, looking really tidy. Another clever feature on the Absolut are the integrated chain tugs that mean you can always get the wheels set up perfectly straight with the right chain alignment. Unlike most slopestyle frames, it's available in a selection of sizes. There's small, medium and large, plus a 24-inch wheel kid size, perfect for training the next generation of Groms. The Absolut is only available as a complete bike, with the RS model retailing for $2,300 or £2,500 and dripping in pucker componentry. At number 2, it's Canyon's Stitched 720, and it is one of the prettiest and most technologically advanced slopestyle bikes you can buy. It's ridden by top slopestyle athletes Thomas Jeannot and Thomas Lemoyne at the highest level of competition, so it's safe to say this bike is super capable. The Stitched 720 offers riders 100mm of rear wheel travel with a single pivot axle path, which utilises a seat stay operated linkage to drive the air shock, which is fitted snugly within the frame. The Stitched 720 uses a concentric pivot just like the Specialized P-Slope, so there's no chain growth and the chain tension always remains the same, even without the use of a chain tensioner. The 720 runs horizontal dropouts as this bike is single speed only. It features some smart integrated chain tugs and slotted IS disc brake mounts. The Stitched 720 comes in one size only with a 430mm reach. Combined with the 69-degree head angle and a 397mm chainstay, it will provide a stable platform for sending it off the biggest jumps. External cable routing keeps things simple, and a tapered head tube and 73mm threaded BB are all things we would expect to see on a modern slopestyle machine. It's a bit of a bargain too, retailing for £1,949 British pounds for the complete bike. I know, right? At number 1, it's the Trek Ticket S. Some of the best slopestyle riders in the world ride this bike. It's been around since 2014 and the likes of Brandon Semenuk, Brett Reeder and Emil Johansson use this bike to perform the biggest tricks, in the biggest edits and on the biggest features in the world. Must be pretty good, right? The Ticket S is a full suspension version of Trek's Ticket hardtail dirt jump frame, sharing many of the same features and similar geometry. But what makes this bike so special? The technology is a little more mountain bike derived than some of the other slopestyle bikes, with 100mm rear suspension travel and 12mm through axle rear dropouts. The single pivot rear suspension does not have a concentric pivot, which means a mech hanger is needed so that a chain tensioner can be fitted, as there is some chain growth inherent in the design. It also comes with ISCG 05 tabs in case you want to run a chain device. The rear suspension is pretty technologically advanced, with Trek's ABP suspension giving maximum traction under braking, and a magnesium link shedding yet more weight from the design. Add in Trek's alpha aluminium tubing and a full set of aluminium bolts, and Trek claim that the frame weighs just 3.08 kilos with an air shock, so it's seriously light for a full suspension designed to ride off massive drops. The Ticket S also features Trek's Minilink adjustable flip chip, which allows the bottom bracket height to be adjusted by 10mm and the head angle to be changed by half a degree. Following on with the modern high-tech theme, the Ticket S uses a press-fit bottom bracket and 142mm width rear hub to allow riders to use larger cranks and wider hubs. Trek have in the past custom painted some Tickets in their Project One paint shop, so there are some seriously eye-catching examples out there. But all of this tech comes at a price, with the Trek Ticket S retailing for just under $1,900 for the frame only. Oof. So there you have it, 5 of the best slopestyle bikes money can buy, designed to enable riders to pull the wildest tricks on the biggest features in the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and let us know which is your favourite slopestyle bike in the comments. Okay, anything glaring in there or are you fairly happy?
No, you didn't make your meal your Hanson out of it.